Hello. Hello, Jello. How are you? Back he goes to do content for 20 levels ago. Look! I don't know what the hell I'm doing. I was told to go to specific places, so I went to specific places. And now I'm doing other things. I also had no fucking clue how the map worked when I first got to it, so, yeah. I take no blame. None of it's my fault. And, I refuse. I refuse all accountability. Okay, so yesterday we stopped here because I was, well, it was 9 o'clock and I had to go to work. All right, so let's see. Oh, we got a whole bunch of people here. You know what? I've been starting with a sniper shot. Man burns all his navigator insight, then panics thinking he'll be trapped when he runs out because he's never made a normal jump in his life. I don't know what those words, I didn't know what those words mean. What do you mean no line of sight to the target? You know what? No, you know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to ban that. Okay. Sniper shot to start a fight is a great way to do it. Well, I was hoping that the fucking chain lightning would chain the lightning to more than just, you know, the one guy, considering he would have been in range, he would have been in range. But no, it's not in line of sight because I'm not upset. Why is she so much? Why does she have so much more space to go to? You know what? Using non-damaging things still applies, so you can't mark a target with. Yeah, I learned that a while ago, unfortunately. Put the birdo there. You can go there. Where's Abelard at? I need Abelard to get up front. Bella's gonna take this side, so we're gonna put Abelard over here. And then Cassia. Some people could go Miles. Yeah. You know what? I'm gonna put Terry here. Cassia could just like do her eye stare thing over here and just kill a bunch of these people. That seems fine. All right, so first off, please let me fucking... I don't know why sometimes it doesn't let me rotate this. It's really fucking weird. Like, I have to go all the way down here to get it to rotate. Control 2. And this does hit everybody. Hell yeah. Yeah. Oh. Our veil degradation is already very, very high. Hmm. I feel like the high armor on all these enemies and the speaker's giving 10 HP each turn. Oh, is that what they do? Yeah, I can see that being a real problem. Yeah, because servitors and fuck and shit, they do. Like, they have a lot of health and their armor is really high. Yeah, 3 deflection, 30% armor. Yeah. That shit can get real rough real fast. Okay, so who do I put this on? Who do I put this on? I think I put it on Abelard. Excuse me. Excuse me? Fine. Has 4 speakers, so each time their turn comes up, it refreshes the temp HP for every enemy in the combat. If you don't have good damage or armor pen early on, this could take forever. Yeah. Like so. I can't believe that this guy is... I can't believe that this fucking podium is entirely blocking this fucking guy from line of sight. That's wild. Let's see. Who do I want to shoot? I probably should just take out these guys. Are you fucking kidding me? You know, I'm just skipping the rest of his turn. You don't get the rest of your turn. Fuck you. You suck. It actually did not do that much at all. Again. We can do this. All right, and then I want to give Adira another turn. What? Oh, because she's already been given an extra turn. I can't give her another extra turn. Boo, garbage. What does it do again? It's the opposite of this. It gives you a 26. It gives them a minus 26. Okay. There's a whole lot of people that are burning right now. All right, so we want to do this, we want to do this, we want to do this. Nice. Wait, why can't I jump next to him? Oh shit, that actually killed him. Would it actually let me jump back there? There's no way, right? Just give Argenta 7 turns in the first round. Yeah, I can see that. Hello? Drop frames? What the fuck? There's no way it lets me jump back here, right? Yeah, I didn't think so. I didn't think so. I thought that was... I was fairly certain that was bullshit. So, why does... Okay, I'm actually a little bit curious. Oh, I know that there's a wall there. I was just curious because it was showing that there were 2 squares over there. First week or two was wild. Yeah, I bet. An ability like that is just like absolutely insane. Okay, so why did we do so much damage? Oh, because their armor was like basically entirely removed. Okay, never mind. Teleports behind you? Yeah, pretty much. I love how the fucking speaker left a blood splatter. That's awesome. That's how many stacks of blood. Wait, only one? How? Whatever. It's fine. Oh, it's cover. I was like, what the hell is this health bar here for? I mean, right? We just use the heroic action. And kaplow. And also kaplow. So we have the Herald of Corruption way the hell over here, and then we have these guys over here, and then that's it. Oh, because he only has a gun. I was like, why did he not do the thing? What? There's really no reason not to do this right now. Speaker should self-destruct when the other enemies are gone since they can't attack. They should. This does not mean that they will. Also, hike it. Okay, they did. Basically, it's started. They don't have other options. Yeah. Oh man, look at all those things that I don't care about. That's super crazy. Terry, shoot this thing. I need to remember that I've already explored this whole fucking ship. And I'm just trying to escape it now. Are you allowed pride? Okay. All right. So is there anything down here? Return to void ship. So what's behind this door then? Formidable looking door blocks the way into the next module. It is covered in scratches, as if someone clawed at the cold metal for a very, very long time. The door does not respond to your touch and stands fast, refusing to open. The writing above the door reads, Main Computing Cathedral. Inspect the door mechanism. The door and the entire adjacent section of the bay have no power. There must be a backup generator somewhere nearby. Once you turn it on, you should be able to proceed. Restore power. Hooray! Apparently this was what I was trying to do, and I succeeded. Yay! Hello, new armor. Base armor property plus 12% dodge. Hello. Ooh. It is literally just an objectively better version of this. You also have just like basic bitch armor. So what's the dodge scale off of? Awareness. Okay. And awareness is like his whole thing. I think he beats everybody on awareness. Yeah. Yeah, it's just better. Oh, what? Oh, bullshit. You can't pre fucking. Damn it. I was expecting this to turn into a fight. I mean, I'm sure it still will. The air in the room is permeated by a wild mixture of miasmas of both mechanical and biological origin. Blood, rust, vomit, machine oil, excrement, kerosene, all these smells blend together in such a thick stench that it feels almost palpable. Ugh. Just as the air here is one mad tangle of odors, the device in front of you is a mismatch of wriggling wires and transplanted fragments. In all the clutter, one could almost miss the main component. A heavily augmented man whose upper body is embedded into the frame of the machine, dozens of wires piercing his flesh. A crust of congealed blood and other bodily fluids covers the man's entire body. When his eyes are open and his gaze is keen. The gaze is turned to you, devoid of surprise or deference. Who are you, disturbing the peace of holy martyrs in the home of our grief? What do you want? Who are you? A servant of the Omnissiah, an acolyte of the machine, a prisoner of purgatory, and a keeper of corruption. The man whispers via the implanted vox. Every word or motion causes his crippled body to shudder. Bloody foam glints from inside the wire-pierced wounds. What happened to your ship? There is no ship. There is only purgatory, a world of evil made to harrow and torture those who followed the Omnissiah. It has already killed many of my brethren, but those who remain are strong. So very strong. We will keep the corruption of the machine at bay. I will hold it back. I've accepted a higher calling, the only one among my brethren to do so. As they keep the evil at bay with prayers and sacred symbols engraved in their traitorous flesh, I take this evil inside myself. I imbibe it as one does water. But it can do me no harm, for I am the eye of sanctity. I am the sacred filter, the link that protects other parts of the machine from this caustic taint. For as long as I remain here, the corruption will not prevail. My dude. Deer looks at the man over with an expression of disgust and fear. I've seen similar symbols, caught a glimpse of them in my dreams, whatever the warp worms its way into them and whispered about its virulent gifts. I doubt these lunatics were given visions of these runes by their god. What evil are you talking about? The great evil that pervades the universe, tempting with the unattainable, seducing with false knowledge. Evil has many names, but its essence remains the same. It was that evil that trapped us in here, but we were stronger. Wake up! All the signs are clear as day. You and your brother have fallen prey to the forces of chaos, and you don't even realize it. Man's eyes clear for a moment. They still lack understanding, but there is a hint of surprise. He slowly looks around the room, at the ecstatic priests, at his own mangled body. His vox hisses as if he is struggling to say something. Suddenly, the mangled stench in the room is drowned out by the sharp, piercing smell of ozone and grease. You sense that the nauseating atmosphere that prevailed in the room has condensed into a single point of evil in the depths of the ship, and it is now hurtling toward you. Well, I guess it's a good thing that I got Terry off to the side so that he's... Oh, it's one of these. 'Cause, 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 Okay, that's fine. We've dealt with these. We've dealt with these. Wait. Wait! Oh, wait, no, that's the wrong side. Okay, I was about to say, bullshit. Terry was already set up. I was about to get so bad. Alright, Jai, stay there. Abelard is obviously up front. Cabela, we will send you over here to take care of the back line of theirs. Cassia. I don't know why Cassia was the only one that didn't fucking walk up, but we're going to send her back here. Actually, we'll probably put her there. Oh, Cabela, I might want to... Okay. Yeah, Cabela we're going to keep here, because I want to keep her in range of Vesper. It's so hard to see Vesper's fucking area of influence. Because of all of the other bullshit going on in here. So this should cover everybody except for Terry, who's way the hell over here. Yeah, we could start there. All right, so we will do this. We will do this. Hello, we are currently clearing out a ship of corruption and stuff. All right, Adira. Let's give everybody haste. That's fine. If I'm gonna get Perils of the Warp, that's a good one to get. I guess I could just do this, right? There's no real reason not to. We'll do this first. Do this. Do this. All right, what's your armor at? Only 20%. That's actually not that bad. In my room listed yesterday's stream, I was done with it, but it seems like yesterday was just 70% just lawyering. I don't even remember what the fuck we did yesterday. Right, come on. You act like you had no way to get down, you dum-dum. Leveling, yeah. There was a lot of leveling going on yesterday. Do I... Okay, so this one does what? It gets rid of... Oh, it does get rid of armor. That felt good. Oh, so the Vox Skulls give extra turns. Okay. And how does that, wait, how did that not hit anything else? Excuse me? Has anybody taken any actual damage? No. Did you see your stream earlier this week? Oh, I'm thinking about it. I would not mind going full VTuber, but that is a very long way off. And it would not be a human VTuber model. I already know exactly what kind of VTuber model I would want if I were to go VTuber. What the fuck? Wait, this attacks allies too? Ah, shit. I'm retarded. Yeah, I'm learning how to rig them. He wants to be a Snorlax? Nope. I actually do not want to be a Pokemon. It is not a Pokemon at all, actually. Yes, actually, it is an owlbear. What is this man's parry? Wait, hold the fuck up. He's parried 56%. Holy shit. Is your desktop image? Yeah. I like owlbears. I like owlbears. All right, Cassia. We're gonna do. Unfortunately, Cassia's abilities can't be used on Vesper to hit everybody. That'd be really busted. I didn't actually mean to immediately click that. That was a mistake. Hmm. Yeah, that's what I wanted. That's what I wanted. Now, we only have this guy and the skull left. Okay. Yeah, all right, so we're just going to take an extra turn with him. Apparently, I accidentally did not click on the fucking only enemy left. All right. Man's mutilated body is racked by wave after wave of convulsions. Evil. That was evil incarnate. Evil, the corruption that watches us day and night. You have banished the evil. Suddenly, the man raises his head and looks you straight in the eye. You have banished the evil. You tried to warn me, but I was deaf. The ship, Kiava Gamma, it followed us from there. I brought peace to Kiava Gamma. The glimmer of awareness and joy shines in the madman's eyes. I was a part of the great force that drives the universe. I do not fear the cold of death. A wheezing breath escapes the man's chest. Then his eyes close. And he leaves a chest of goodies. Hooray. Grants 15 Medicaid, and this is... Oh, that would be incredibly good if I could wear it on Adira. The empty shell of a demon engine. It was this creation, a horrifying mix of real space technologies and the deranged powers of the warp that disrupted the ship's systems and twisted the tech priests' minds. Speaking of tech priests. All right, well, I guess that's everything. Oh, we're getting so close to the end of this. Oh, I don't have this yet. Interesting. All right. Critical hit. This isn't bad. This isn't bad. Slow. It's one of those that could be really good or really bad, depending on what kind of enemies we're running across. But also, I tend to just kill people. Wait, what's Voice to Strike again? Ah! Okay, so I was like, wait, we already get dodge reduction. Why do we care about also reducing their dodge? It's kind of double dipping and is very likely to be overkill. But this would allow other people to also hit more easily. The problem is... again, I tend to just kill people. Most of the time when I'm hitting somebody with Terry, they just die. They don't tend to survive long enough to worry about other people also hitting them. I mean, this is actually just really good. Clip that, do it. I've already forgotten what I said. I tend to just kill people. I don't either on YouTube. I actually like that a lot, because that's actually really easy to set up. Last enemy damaged by the assassin suffers a witness effect. Don't care. 5 or more direct damage to an enemy with it, they gain plus 10 lethality until the end of combat stacks. Also really good. So the problem with this is Terry doesn't need that much AP per round. He only gets, so like we get the 2 attacks. He starts with I think 6 right now usually. And it's like if we look at what, no, I don't want to. Okay. Basically, I don't have enough abilities that I want to use AP on to take something that gives me AP back on Terry. There are other there are others where I'm like, I need all of the AP that I could possibly fucking get. Terry, not so much. I tend to leave AP floating with him. Okay. Yeah, so I think I'm gonna go with Killing Spree. Like, the whole point of Terry is I want you to be the hardest hitting motherfucker on the planet. Not even necessarily to take out the bosses, because most of the bosses have like a bunch of small fry around them. And for whatever fucking reason, the small fry tend to not get hit by the chain lightning that I keep hitting people with, and it keeps not doing fucking. It's fine. Everything's fine. Vanguard gains 19. So Abelard is one of those people that I need all of the AP on the planet. Abelard is one of those people where I want to use all of his abilities all of the time, forever and always. And I just cannot have enough AP on him. I kind of want to just do this. We are on another ship. I think I'm just gonna go with Resilient Beacon. Yeah, we are on a different ship from our own. Attacks against a familiar, have their credit. Don't care. Literally nobody ever targets the fucking Raven, so I don't really care about that. Oh my god, I don't care. Oh, this is really good. Because she's another person that I use a lot of AP on. Wait, does this count for extra turns? If this counts for extra turns, that's crazy good. Because that lets us get up one more AoE buff right at the very beginning of the fight. It says in a round. First time in a round. I thought it said first time in a turn. Fuck. Well, actually, wait. So that should still be, so as long as the extra turn comes before her turn, it should still apply. As this is stated, whenever I give her an extra turn with Jai at the beginning of combat, I should get an extra AP. Yes? I believe so, yes. Do these games care about the round rolling over, and if the extra turn comes before her turn, she won't get the bonus again because it's the same. That's fine. That's fine. I am just very excited at being able to double up the number of buffs that I can get out. All right, let's see what else we got. Start of each round, avail degradation of 15 or 4 or more. All creatures, yeah. Don't care. So this could also be really good. Okay, so I think we're gonna keep this. I think right now we're gonna take the Psi Resonator, unless there's something that's just like crazy good. Fuck. Oh fuck. Have I decided what I'm gonna do on Tuesdays once I finish Ditto? I have a vague idea for right now. It is up for consideration still. Because I don't want to. I don't really want to like nail myself in just in case something comes up and it's like, oh, this would actually be better. Then finish Lucia's game, but nope. That is something that is not happening. I have no interest in ever playing that game again. Oh, wait. Oh, cool. I could get this anyway. See, that's not the issue. The issue wasn't the difficulty of the game. The issue was the game was boring as fuck, and I just did not enjoy it. No, it wasn't just that. Like, the auto lock-on was very frustrating, yes. But also, it was just like, what do you do with every enemy? Like, obviously, it would be slightly different with Lucia, but there's going to be an overpowered move that it's like you use this on every trash mob, just like in... With Dante, it was use the shotgun until you got the rocket launcher and then just use the rocket launcher. If you're not using the rocket launcher on trash mobs, you're just playing the game wrong. And against bosses, the option, the correct answer was usually just shoot them forever. I just did not have fun with that game. Yeah, I think we just want to take the armor. She has like the armor is just like yeah, like almost 50%. Oh my god, I don't have any. I don't have any. You gonna come back up? You usually only hop up and down this much whenever you don't have food. And I fed you before I went live, so... Hi. What are her abilities? So I've already got a intelligence on characteristic trading. I think that's fine. Wait, so there is an agi instead of strength, but you have to be able to use Drakari or Eldari melee weapons? Gross. Actually disgusting. Do I even have her using any Eldari weapons right now? I don't think I do. You know, we'll do this. So what was her humanity's finest ability? Fellowship? Ah, there it is. Okay. Nah, I'm thinking about doing some nostalgia bait for myself. Play a game that I have actually played on the channel before, just not on the YouTube side of things. I think. I'll have to look. Well, enemies by the master tactician have a 10% chance hitting cover when shooting at the master tacticians behind cover. 12% more damage to targets with 50% wounds and heals 20% more wounds than targets the list. Wait, how do you heal? I guess with... I guess just with fucking... Do I have any? No. Do auto builds judgment like you did for the Pathfinder games, like in the future? Yeah, there. The thing is, I would want to play through the game at least 1 or 2 more times before I do that, just because I don't think I have the knowledge to really judge these. Because, like, by the time I did the auto build judgments for the Pathfinder games, I had nearly 2,000 hours in those games, right? Like, I had a lot of experience with them, and I knew, and like, even still, I got pushback on some of my judgments. And they were fair, because, you know, I'm still not, like, even 2,000 hours in, I'm still not, you know, omniscient on everything that happens in that game and everything that can be good in that game. For every 5 bonus characteristic, the navigator is currently equipped staff. If this was always the correct choice, shut up. Shut up! Shut up! This is literally anti-synergy if you have a psyker in your party, isn't it? I kind of want to get this. Wait. Wait. 5 fellowship plus 1 for every navigator talent or navigator power taken. I click on this. Now, watch. Fellowship goes from 5. Oh, no, wait. It goes from -5 to +12. So that's a +17. I'm just doing it. Fuck it. All right. Let's go. Let's head back. We 100% destroy this ship, right? Wait, we just leave it? Oh, excuse me? I had a feeling one of these had finished. Lord Captain, a strange anomaly has been detected on Kiava Gamma. A series of orders defined as Procedure OC has forced itself into the production algorithms. The servants of the Omnicide define its execution status as most sacred, and therefore follow its instructions to the letter. In just one cycle, cells were erected in all the manufacturer terms, connected by cogitators, or more precisely, their computing channels. This network forms a pattern similar to those applied to the digital cells of machine spirits. The OC procedure commands Magi with an above average psi receptivity to index the... Wait. With an above average psi receptivity index to enter the cells. Those tech priests who take their seats in the cells fall into a blissful data dream and begin to sing binaric hymns very similar to those that periodically whirred from the warp vox of Cubus Delphim. The performance of the manufacturers has dropped. Many of the machine god servants have abandoned their posts and are pleading for the privilege of fulfilling procedure OC, but the enforcers have taken custody of the cells and ward these volunteers away from them. What do we know about this procedure? Could be part of Delphin's legacy. We cannot trace the source of the signal that activated the procedure or identify its purpose. The tech presuppose the idea of studying the procedure as it violates the sacrament. Supposedly, the minds of the Magi immersed in the cells are involved in some grand-scale computation. The servants of the Omnissiah have tested the planet's computational network 7 times with purifying algorithms of varying degrees of severity, proclaiming it clean. Perhaps my advisors. I'm very curious what Pascal has to say here. You say these cells need to be filled with high sensitivity tech priests? Sure. Why use our own servants? Just check out a few remote stations and outposts. Look for cogs who are banished as unfit, and you'll find 3 times as many more suitable candidates than in the manufacturing rooms. Psi receptivity rarely goes hand in hand with high rationality. Such tech priests often end their careers in some backwater. They are singing? It is surprising that your race was capable to achieve such a harmonious form of interaction with crafted tools. My kinsmen too use psychoacoustic harmonics to guide our creations. I am not a bone singer myself, but I might be able to tell your servants of certain principles that define the sounds of the universe. Shut up, you racist bitch. I find this sacrilegious suggestion to be in breach of the data unity protocol. He just doesn't say anything? What the fuck do you mean? Pascal? Hello? He's the one that I wanted to... A signal seemingly from nowhere that has the highest execution priority, a perfect weapon for capturing the planet, should be anathematized, and I am ready to summon a cadre of competent tech sourcists from the Inquisition. Square. Alright, what do we get? This is actually really good armor. What counts as energy and machine damage? What does this do? What counts for this? Lasers, I would imagine, for energy. I'm like, it's like, okay, so electricity, does it? Oh, the problem is machine guns. See, I don't think that would be it. I don't think that would count. I feel like machine at damage would be like those talents that you can get for Pascal that make it so that his little tentacle arms can smack people. I just don't think that this is worth it anyway, because I don't think that most of my characters don't have very high logic. Ooh, this is a good buff. I don't think we've run across any Necrons yet. But we've run into a lot of machine creatures and rejected flesh creatures. Specifically 2 machines like Pascal's special ability. Maybe. Yeah, that's like, that one is like, the problem is that this is sometimes grenades do damage only to machines. Really? I didn't actually know that. Yeah, I feel like Secrets of the Ancient Cybersmiths is like the worst one here. Like the electricity boost is really fun because, you know, that's Adira's whole fucking thing right now. Is she does electricity damage to people. So an extra 10% to that would be really nice. But I just don't think that it's worth it. Whereas this one, I'm so mad that Pascal has nothing to actually say about this. Like, this is such bullshit. How does the tech priest have nothing to say to the tech priests acting fucking crazy again? Alright, so this one was like a really good armor. What did you want him to say? I wanted him to fucking give me some insight as to what this could possibly be. I wanted him to be, so basically I would be him to be like, okay, I'm gonna go down. I'm gonna go down there and I'm going to figure out what this is. And then we will deal with it. Or something. Like fucking something other than I don't like the alien. Like, all right, thanks for your fucking input, friend. You got anything more substantial? We're gonna do this. We're gonna do Heinrichs. I'll be grateful to the Inquisition for the help with the eliminating the procedure. Familiar with the gifts of the Omniscient and have personally trained several specialists for the Lord Inquisitor's retinue. There will not be any problems. Execution legitimacy of Lord Captain's actions. Did you already kill it before? Big Tech Priest that wanted to arrest your clicker? Wait, what do you mean? Killed it before. Hello? It's Xenotech 3. Alright, what do we get? What are you doing? Lies? Why kick? Hello, please? Okay. It is just lies. Alright, double checking. Yeah, okay, so we're good over here. We're good over here. Alright. Showing that I had gone offline. Oh, yeah. Yeah, we've had issues with that. We've had issues and disagreements. I thought that was like the code of the... No, he was just like a fucking... He was like a Inquisitor kind of person that had fucking lost his mind. I wish that this would tell me what I'm replacing. Although I'm pretty sure that this is still better than what I have. Oh, wait, I still don't have giants. Yeah, we're going to do that. Because this unlocks stuff on other planets. Like Janus. See? Okay, so this is... Okay, so this... Okay, so let's see. What do we get here? Scorcher? I don't care about Scorcher. User gains +1 AP and immediately resets cooldowns on all attacks and attack abilities. Start the user's next turn, they gain +1 stack of staggered. The last of the end of combat. Ah, okay. So I don't care about this. July pits to complacency, Seeker of the Week. Enemy suffering from burning, toxin, or bleeding suffer a -30 penalty to dodge. Not bad, not bad. What is this? Two-handed ranged weapon, 19 to 29 with toxin damage is not bad. Gains +10% dodge against human enemies, which is also quite good. I think we want to get Dark Sages. I think we want Dark Sages and then maybe Forest Fortress. Uh, Xeno defense is also pretty good. Either way, I want to do Dark Sages. Because Monster Servants is just shit. Alright. Oh, we have something here too. Oh my god, I have... Oh, we already did this. Okay, well, that makes that better. What does this scale off of? Willpower? This one's kind of shit. Because, like, how many melee characters have super high willpower? That's the problem. Hey, baby. We have a rare, relatively rare Shelby appearance. Profit factor, mechanisms, weapons. I don't want to do the railway. I think the railway is probably a good idea. I've gotten, like, confirmation on what complacency does, kind of. I still don't know how it affects profit factor. But it actually speeds up projects, despite this wording making it sound like it slows them down. So complacency is actually like really, really good to get really early on. And you still have work to do. Okay. Okay. Excuse me? I'm so confused. How are you supposed to get here? It's not through here. It's not through here. It's supposed to loop all the way the fuck around? Like here to here to here to here to here to here? Or something? What are you doing, kid? No, leave the fruit snack wrappers alone. Those are not toys for you. Getting down? Are you coming up? You want to be a shoulder cat? Come here. Oh, no, 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 no. Leave the microphone alone. Go right from Dargonus and down. Where's Dargonus again? Here, right? So, like, down from here. So, okay, so I want to go down here. Got it. All right. Well. No fucking... Okay. Lord Captain, an urgent report from the vessel's shrine. A group of unknown assailants has invaded his temple and plundered the incorruptible relics of your ancestors, slaughtering devout worshippers as they went. The high factotum is among the Oh, okay. I was about to say, wait, they just killed Danrock? Okay. The high factotum is among the casualties. Headmaster Montag and Mistress Sauerbeck not arrived in time. Fortunately, Master Danrock survived and remains conscious, albeit in great pain. He implores your lordship to come to the temple and hear his confession. And so it comes to pass, Cabela's somber voice fills the broadcast. I performed a reading of his tarot after the morning watch siren, but the visions set by the Undying One were too indistinct. I saw rivers of blood flowing toward the bones of the dead, and a blurred figure laughing, treading upon the ashes of the fallen. It is now clear the Undying One desires me to follow the figure's tracks. Thus my hunt begins. Okay, I guess. This game's like, hey, your plans? Fuck them. Fuck your plans. Fuck what you want to do. You're doing this now. So what happened? A bunch of fucking shitbags came in here and attacked my like church. Master at Arms is barking orders. Confessor Adalbert is murmuring a prayer, and the Infernus Master is circling the chapel with a keen eye, as if watching for a threat. Which is sidewind, but void shadows trigger mid-jump, yeah. Bella quickly sweeps her gaze over the destruction before focusing on the bloody footprints that stretch from the ruins of the reliquary. The high factotum's velvet coat is streaked with blood, and Janus himself is deathly pale. The Medicaid officer working on the black gunshot wound in his chest, and Janus grunts faintly with every touch. He focuses his eyes on you with tremendous effort. Forgive me for not greeting your lordship with a bow. I must tell you, Nemesis has stolen the great relic. Another spin on the old wives' tale. This old wives' tale is blessed with amazing corporeality. Whoever this bastard in the red scarf was, he went by that name and spoke very impertinently of your lordship. Infiltrating your ship and fucking up your stuff? For real, dude. He dared to mock your generosity and sneeringly thank you for the supplies you used to pacify the serfs of the Foundry Bay. The scoundrel boasted that his fighters have made good use of the gifts. Alright, well, time to burn them all. Just another arrogant rebel, wrapping himself in a crimson rag and wreaking havoc up for the adoration of the commoners. Not this time. No one has ever dared to raid the upper decks before. Never in the ship's history has the fury of the rabble been so blind and fierce. What happened here? Serfs in red headscarves burst into the chapel and started shooting. Their leader made for the relic, the remains of honorable rogue traders brought here from the mutant sullied crypt. And when I realized that the sacred ashes of your ancestors were about to fall into the filthy hands of a heretic, one intent on desecrating the glorious dynasty, no, that could not be allowed to happen. I blocked his path. Janus briefly closed his eyes, gathering his strength. The bastard allowed himself a few vile insults against me, which I am obliged to omit, but I did not give in to the provocation. I was hoping to buy myself some time. Then the so-called Nemesis started reviling the customs of the ship, berating its officers and enforcers, before insulting the very name of your lordship yourself. Threw my glove in his face, demanded a duel, but the honorless villain just shot me. He laughed at me, the depraved creature. He winces, either from a new burst of pain or from the memory of the humiliation he so recently endured. Then he committed sacrilege by stealing the relic and shattering the sarcophagus. Forgive me, your lordship. I have failed to preserve the sacred ashes of your ancestors. The reliquary has been brutally smashed, and the bed on which the sacred ashes of past road traders and the servants once rested is now empty. Yeah, so this is what happens after. So after that, they brought all of the ashes up here, and then this motherfucker just stole them all. Does this mute? No, it doesn't. All right, I'm gonna mute so I can blow my nose real quick. All right. Why did you wish to see me so urgently? I had to apologize to you. I had to repent. For many years, I did my best to serve the dynasty, but at the most crucial hour, I failed. Shame scorches my pathetic, cowardly heart. Your lordship, I had to tell you how deeply remorseful I am. How exactly did he insult me? I beg forgiveness, your lordship. I dare not repeat this slander. I insist. What did he say about me? He calls you a ghoul who sits on the throne of bones, feasting on the raw flesh of his servants. Forgive me, your lordship. Merely repeating these foul words is making me ill. Should throw them all out the airlock. Actually, the reliquary was always there since the start. It was a box suspended by chains up there, and it's gone. Oh, interesting. Well, regardless, I'll not let you die here. Proud to serve the dynasty. Papers, your lordship. Have the clerk double check the freight bills. Did not have time to get the seals. My will is in the left-hand drawer. How badly is he wounded? Losing a lot of blood. I advise you to hurry. Master Danrock should be on the chirurgeon stable as soon as possible. I'm holding on, your lordship. Worry not. What matters now is that you recover the relic. Factotum groans as the Medicaid officer pulls the blood-soaked bandage to the side, shakes his head dolefully. Some miracle preserved Master Danrock's life long enough that he might address you. His fate now rests in the hands of the Emperor. May he show mercy to this selfless man. Heinrich, did you see the attack? I did not. I was on my way to offer prayer when I heard gunfire and ran as fast as I could. When I got here, I saw Master Danrock, and I think the next thing I did was just press his wound and spout curses. Heinrich looks at his bloodied hands in confusion. So much for being a heroic repairman. I wasn't much use, was I? Well, I mean, putting pressure on a fucking chest wound is probably part of the reason he's still alive. How do renegades damn it, Chikasa! How do renegades manage to sneak all the way up to the upper decks? They had help. We have discovered the hidden corpses of several chapel attendants. Traitors took their clothes and led Nemesis and his accomplices straight past the patrols. They're good people, pious people that never slighted a serf in their lives. Why punish them? Swear that these innocents will be avenged. May the Emperor be my witness. I will strangle this Nemesis with my own 2 hands. May the Emperor protect your... Bleh. Apologies to your lordship, but we are taking Master Danrock away. He's unable to tell you anything more at present, and every second of delay could cost him his life. She is useless. She is quite bad at her job, yeah. So what do we have so far? Master Danrock is on his deathbed. All the attackers are either dead or have absconded along with the sacred relic. And the witnesses all agree on this one thing. Nemesis and his accomplices came out of nowhere and struck suddenly. Only the throne knows where we can find these bastards now. We will find them. We will turn this vessel inside out if we must. There's nowhere even a void rat can... There's no need. The Blood's Whisper will lead us to Nemesis. To perform another divination? Yes and no. His tarot guided me here and told me of the evil that lurked in the shrine, but beyond that, the bloody path carelessly tread by the raiders will reveal the truth. Motherfucker, you didn't think to follow the bloody footprints? Whoa. Capella tells everything you know. Sharply turns to face the crimson splashes on the floor and walls of the shrine. Her pupils dilate, threatening to drown her irises in darkness. Her expression turns distant, her voice becoming low and strange. This blood is drawn in a pattern of retribution. The one who spilt it appeared later. They moved swiftly and furiously, numb to their own wounds. An enforcer who was drawn to the gunfire and witnessed the sacrilege? Probably. As for this pattern, it was made in fury and desperation. The one who left it was wounded, but they did not flee. They fought back while they could, Then they retreated into the darkness. Into the darkness of the maintenance tunnels hidden within the walls of the shrine. Glean all that from a couple of bloodstains? There's no need for revelations from the undying emperor here. For one who has dedicated their life to understanding the tenets of the web, death speaks a language clearer than any words. Blood writes the chronicle of the final hour, and it holds all the answers. It speaks to me. It can tell me with what instrument it was spilt, what its odor felt, whether they struggled in terror or were as cold as the steel of a blade, and what moment and how the thread snapped. First bitter, no two wounds are alike, and each scarlet drop carries a message from the undying one. So she's a blood splatter expert. Like she's on our side. Eric scratches the back of his head, smiling wryly. I actually did some study on blood splatter in a forensic science class that I took back in high school. If the attackers escape through the maintenance tunnels, we can send the enforcers after them. The tactical corridors extend hundreds of meters in different directions. Nemesis men must be familiar with the tunnels and possess either a map or a guide. Without a clear trail, the enforcers risk getting lost and wasting valuable time, not to mention the fact that those narrow tunnels are perfect for an ambush. Like Dexter? I don't think Dexter was out yet. I grew up... Like a decent chunk of my teen years, I spent watching Forensic Files with my grandma. And I have always been like a chemistry nerd. Always liked chemistry class, always liked science class. And just the idea of playing with all those machines and figuring all this stuff out and putting the puzzle pieces together and all that stuff was always very intriguing to me. And it's actually kind of what I ended up going to college for. I have a degree in chemical technology that at this point it's been so long that I would never use it without going back to school to refresh my skills. But like when I graduated, I had enough hands-on experience that I was confident in my ability to run any machine that you see in any NCIS show. Any of the, like, if you watch NCIS, CSI, any of those, like, Abby's lab in NCIS, I could run that lab when I graduated college. I would have been able to do it. Our final, the final project in my college courses was we were given a vial and we were told to figure out what was inside the vial. That's it. Very simple. Here's the thing. Use all of the knowledge, whatever you need that you have learned from these classes. Use whatever you need to figure out what is in this vial. I was fairly fortunate. Because I opened the vial and a very strong banana scent came out, which narrowed it. There was a list of 100 possibilities. There's a list of 100 possible chemicals that could be in any of our vials. Every one of the students got a different chemical, and we had to figure out what it was. Just that one thing, the scent, the banana scent, narrowed it from 100 to 4. So I got very, very lucky. Because then I was able to focus a lot of my efforts on differentiating those. I don't drink it, try to guess from there. So that's how you die. So they say that chemistry and baking are very, very similar. The primary difference between chemistry and baking is that baking, you can eat what you make at the end. Chemistry, technically you can eat what you make at the end once. Yeah, we already read all that. So we still have no idea where to find Nemesis. The tunnels only answer the question of how he left. Now Death will tell us where he was heading. As if in a trance, Cabela leans over her body and peers into its eyes. He stinks of smoke, the smoke of singed coveralls, vile iho sticks, burnt sacred unguents, and charred meat. She slides a pale hand along the dead man's skin and stakes it under the sleeve of his coveralls, which she pushes back to reveal a fresh burn bandaged with a torn scrap of shirt. Her steel claws dig into the dead man's arm. Your wounds holds the answer. You dress it carefully, not inside the shrine. Before that, something struck you, ripped the tissue apart, burned you, turned your hand into a worthless lump. It was not fire, no. Drawing a ragged breath, Cabela opens her eyes. The fury of the conductive charge. It has marked you, heretic. I recognize your wound, for I myself have encountered it on those I take to the other side with plasma drive chambers. Or within the plasma drive chambers. Cultivar and Star use the same compartment to assemble and store weapons. Can't be a coincidence. That mutineer cell and all their secret stockpiles were destroyed. I made sure of it. Nevertheless, you're right. The same troubling thought has crossed my mind. They could have been connected to Nemesis. We've already wiped out those Xenos mutants or whoever they were. So we have one less thing to worry about now. All that's left is to deal with this cutthroat and his henchmen. Plasma drive chambers, are you certain? The Undying One has blessed me with the ability to see the truth in death. How can anyone doubt the revelations his blessing bestows? I can't say if it's worth drawing conclusions based on a conversation with the corpse, but if it is, then I concur with the esteemed spinner's findings. The Infernus Master spits out the chewed up Eho stick and immediately produces another. All that about burns, the conductive charge, and the smell of cheap Eho immediately made me think of the plasma drive technical. Makes sense to me. Gather the enforcers. We're going to follow the trail. No, Dumbterry, you must stay. You are the one that Nemesis has challenged. And those we hunt know you by sight. You will frighten away the prey. We will lose the trail until the next tragedy occurs. Cabela's unblinking gaze meets your own. So what do you suggest? I will go to the plasma drive chambers alone. I will track down the false champion and all who serve him. And I will prepare the grounds for your own hunt. Out of the question, an enforcer squad would certainly scare off the vermin, but I'm not letting you go alone, servant of death. You and I will go into the chambers together, and together we will bring down all who have dared to insult the Lord Captain. Going to, I know a couple of good friends in the plasma drive chambers. Knows the kind who know everything about everyone. Convincing them shouldn't be difficult, especially if I pull a few favors. It'll be the three of us, then. What a company. Heinrich's grim laughter echoes inside the shrine. There's an awkward pause. Cabela takes a long look at the officers' faces before finally nodding her assent. So be it, but not like this. Much like your faces, your guises are too conspicuous. It would be prudent to use a disguise. The enforcers will procure a regular work clothes force. We will carry only inconspicuous weapons that we could hide easily in our tool bags. It will help us blend in with the crowd. Before I depart to hunt for Nemesis, I ask the Doman to bless me. I pledge never to leave your side, yet the hunt demands that I do just that. Grant me this permission by performing the ceremony of twinning. When your people have taken their leave, under the gaze of the Undying One, we will begin the rite. What is this ceremony? The rite of blessing for the sacred hunt. With it, the Doman casts their shadow over the path of carnage. Under your benediction, I'll strike harder and tread more softly. Very well. Let the ceremony commence. With your permission, Lord Captain, the Infernus Master and I will take our leave now and set out to prepare for the descent into the chambers. We dare not intrude, your lordship. Get out! Don't fall asleep. I am not. Not yet. Sit down now, Domentary, and listen. Let the ceremony of twinning begin. Using a finely honed blade. Is it twinning or twining? I guess twinning would have two ends, right? So this would be twining. Using a finely honed blade, Cabela carves an intricate symbol into the floor. She then produces a small bundle wrapped in incense-laden parchment and sets it alight. You are my Doman, I am your blade, and I am honed by your blessing. My arms are strong while your will is strong, and as long as the Undying One hears your prayers, my feet will go unheard. Her blade kisses her palm, and dark blood begins to trickle and spread over the bottom of the ritual cup that just now appeared in her hands. God damn it! Don't cut the palm of your hand in these stupid rituals. If you gotta cut your hand, cut the back. You have to cut your hand, cut the back. Cut the palm, it fucks up your ability to do things. With our blood, with our will, we shall spin a scarlet web, the symbol of the hunt. May it herald our prey's demise. Well, puts the dagger into your hand, and you suddenly feel how heavy your eyelids have become. Hey, I recognize that. I know that feel. Oh man, suddenly. What? But think of the aura farming. So here's the thing about assassins. They don't care. Also, is it aura farming if you're trying to do it? Or is it just pretentious? Camilla puts the dagger to your head. Your heartbeat slows inside your chest. Her words linger, then rush through your mind in a deluge. The heavy scent of incense envelops you and makes your head spin. Makes a small cut on your palm. The pain gives way to a burning sensation as Cabela grasps your hand and squeezes it over the ritual cup. But this new discomfort is quickly replaced again, this time by dull numbness and the faint warmth of blood flowing from your open wound. The twining is the blood oath I have made to my lord. Bella dips her fingers into the spilt blood and traces its symbol, first on her own forehead, then on yours. It appears to resemble a blade that is cutting through an intricate knot. A very detailed blood painting. Anoint me with your blessing, Domitary, and may the ceremony of twining commence. Bella's face blurs before your eyes, no matter how hard you try to focus and dispel the vision. In place of her face, you see a death mask, a broken skull with hollow eye sockets. I'm debating between 2 and 3. Nah, it's gonna be 2. May your fury and resolve be unshakable. One who follows the thread of the web fights not out of rage, but with a mind as cold as stone. Nevertheless, rage can be a potent weapon in the hands of a punisher. I understand, Domitary. I accept your blessing. Pick 5. I find her boring. I don't even remember what 5 was. I've already forgotten. Your body cannot accompany on this chase, Domin, but your spirit, there's nothing the spirit cannot do. The twining is complete. You and I are now bound by the blood oath. Think of me while I hunt, as I will think of you. Become a thought flowing through my mind. If the Undying One is gracious to us, he will send you dreams. And in those dreams, you will see me. If he is more gracious still, those dreams will be truthful. Pick 4. Nah, we're already in too deep. We're already in too deep. We can't back out now. I trust you. Let's begin. You perceive a faint smile from beneath the death mask. Cabela hands you the cup, begins tracing her finger around the bottom while whispering a prayer. Watch it out, Domitary. What does thy seeing eye behold in the converging patterns of blood? She draws your attention to the symbols she has inscribed. You see shifting images in the blood. A spider crafting a fine web of blurred shadows. Blurred shadows that could resemble either a swarm of void rats or an enraged hound. It could be either a swarm of void rats or a single enraged hound. That's an interesting... Okay. Crossblades, a card of the Emperor's Tarot, but as soon as your gaze lingers on any of them, reality bleeds through the fluid shapes. Soon your spirit will be able to follow me. I will bid the servants to carry your body to your chambers, where you will not be disturbed. Wait in silence and safety. For me, the hunt has begun. So I just pass out for a bit, and then I wake up and everything's fine, and she's done the thing. Bella's footsteps fade away, melting into the same impenetrable darkness. in which your consciousness is extinguished. As you stand up. I often burst to my feet whenever I fall asleep. Oh, this is still cutscene. I forgot that this is like her default image, isn't it? Stale air, oppressive noise, the hum and whir of machinery drawn out all thoughts. This place rings with tension. Is it the powerful energy coursing through the cables, or have the wails of the workers merged into a cacophony of indignant whispers and desperate prayers? Lost, mired in petty troubles, unmindful of duty. Yeah, her portrait has changed. Yeah. Because like her prior portrait was like, man, that's like actually not that bad looking. This is a monstrosity though. Lost mired in patrols, unmindful of duty. Their voices creak as if covered in rust, and their eyes are dimmed by the endless drudgery and lack of light here on the working decks of the Dominos. Great arc. Put the hat back on. Yep. And the goggles. And the suit. I've seen it before. In these murky depths, people become creatures all too ready to devour each other for worldly sins, for worldly gains, fleeting pleasures, or imaginary freedom from obligation, bored from the abyss of spiritual emptiness. The Undying One punishes them through me. Disgusting mutations, abominations, reflections of vice are born in these shadows, and I will be their doom. The thread shakes, the web is taut. Silently. May the great hunt begin! Thread shakes, the quarry always leaves the trail. We may not see it, but we can feel it. I taste the air, the scent of fresh dye with a subtle note of sparks. This is new, pleasant. The upper decks reek of luxury, but here I feel comfortable. There's something else. This is it. I recognize the smell. Unguent, EO, and Stacco. Wait, what the hell? Holy shit. I just like, not only did not read the correct word, I just fucking invented one. I might need to take a nap before work. Unguent, Iho, and burnt meat. I don't know where the fuck, like, what the hell? Just like inside the shrine, this time it has come to spin the scarlet web. Oh, the web is taut, know the hunting ground. Find the enemy, I must listen. Inhale, exhale, inhale. The rhythmic beat of engines and pumps, that is the ship's breathing. That is the ship's heartbeat. It is strange that I feel at home among the workers of the lower decks, who pass their time like the living dead. Or, oh, is it strange? Maybe. Warmth spreads through my chest. I like to think that it is the connection with which the Undying One bound my and the Doman's fates together. He has blessed us, and we hunt as one. Darkness is our ally. In the twilight of the chamber, barely illuminated by flickering candlelight, I become like them, the lost, mired servants. She talks so slow, the cadence is torturing me like she's some sort of death cultist that revels in pain. Oh man, it's almost like that. Strange how that works, right? That's crazy. I can't believe you would say that, something so bold and brave. In the twilight of the chamber, barely illuminated by flickering candlelight, I become like them, the lost, mired servants. They will become unwitting allies in my hunt. Their hopelessness, their desperation, their thirst for survival will become tools for my use. She is incredibly verbose for an assassin. Footsteps, two are coming toward me. Familiar gaits, these are the Doman's servants. I'd not be surprised if the cultists set out on the trail of Nemesis alone. The spitters are arrogant. We're just another soul to them. Gift. Too all for death. Steel Mistress's voice is hard and cold, like her will. I can see in her eyes that she dislikes me. She is wary, and so she should be. For we serve the Doman, not one another. Does this remind you of anyone at all, Jocasta? This man is enamored with fire. Even his words sound full of biting flames, and he himself enjoys playing with fire. Too much so. They bicker again. Their mutual animosity may disrupt the hunt. Examine. To the lay people, the two are now scarcely indistinguishable from the common serfs. In a world where status and privilege are defined by appearance, a single piece of rotten cloth is enough to lower your standing. We'll become spectral hands, hounds, and follow the trail without drawing attention. There she is, walking to the plasma drive chambers, esteemed holy assassins. I cut them off with a gesture. Their methods of hunting are not mine, but I take the grain of truth from their words and weave it in my plan. We need to provoke them into making a move. Oh my god. Can't save. What do we do? Intimidate them with a... I think install a false sense of impunity. I'm glad I accidentally hit the button that I wanted to. Because I did not click that. I accidentally hit 2 on my mouse. This enforcer who answers to Steel Mistress is the symbol of order and obedience in these chambers. She is standing in the way. When she disappears, my enemies will believe it is safe to strike, and that will be a costly mistake. Intimidate them with an impending threat. Flaming voice relies on a talker, one who keeps no secrets and fears pain. An unreliable vessel is bad for holding secrets, but good for spilling. Through him, I'll whisper lies to the many. Spark those. I feel like lurking in the crowd. My enemies, they are cautious. I must find them and let them believe their luck. Then they'll shed their masks, and I will take them down. That's just my plan. They look at me in silence. They do not understand yet, but that matters little. I am on the hunt. Okay, I'm going to save here. Because over the past, 10 minutes, I faded real fucking fast. I'm going to call it. I apologize for yet another shorter stream this week. It's happened a lot this week. I am working. So the big thing that I'm working on right now at work is I'm trying to swap from nights to days. She is very boring. I can't blame you. It's not just that. It's like anytime I think it's just the fact that I'm doing overnights, and I've been doing overnights for so long. My body is just never adjusted to it, really. And I'm just constantly exhausted. I'm just constantly tired. So I'm trying to swap to days, but I'm trying to do it in a way that I don't lose any money. Because the main reason that I started on overnights is because I get $1.50 an hour more than I would if I worked days. There is a position that is available. I'm trying to learn more about it. It's like a delivery type position that I should not lose any money if I swap to it. So I'm hoping to be able to do that sometime in the nearish future. So hopefully that will help me with the whole sleeping thing. Yeah, so hopefully I'll be able to do that, and that way I won't, you know, pass out on stream 4 times a day. But before I go, next week, so Tuesday, we start the final Pokemon Red solo run. The last one. Ditto. The final run. Not looking forward to it. Ditto sucks. It is the only run that I am having to redo because I was unable to finish it the first time around, but that was because of a glitch that I was not aware of that locked me out of using Struggle for the entire rest of the game. And Ditto needs to be able to use Struggle to be able to beat some of the fights. So, that's one thing. Next Wednesday, we're going to be continuing Devil May Cry 4. This week we got past the first major boss. I think I did like one more mission after that. Can't remember. Oh yeah, because we got to the castle. So we were in like the snowy castle in Devil May Cry 4. So that's where we are at in that. And then next Friday and Saturday, we will be back doing more Rogue Trader gifts. And yeah, that's the plan for the next week. If you are over on the YouTube side of things and you have not done so already, I would very much appreciate it if you would hit that like and subscribe buttons. Doing so very much helps out the channel quite a bit. If you're over on the Kick side and you have not done so, hit that follow button. It also helps out the channel. If you would like to financially support the stream, I have links to my Patreon and Throne over on in the YouTube description, and on Kick I do have subscriptions available, so you could do that. But all of that is obviously if you want to and for no other reason. But yeah, I'm gonna go. Thank you everybody for hanging out and watching. I appreciate y'all as always, and as always, I hope you all enjoyed the stream. I hope you all have a good evening, and I hope to see you next time. Bye.